Hey, Digital Media Arts students. In this video, we're going to teach you how to improperly enclose these corners that we created with the stacked boxes. So again, we have this problem where we really can't bridge these edges with these edges, and we need to create subdivisions in the right locations. So let's start first with this edge right here. We're going to use the multi-cut tool, and we're going to just cut one in the center for now. Shift left click once, then hit enter to finalize the cut. And now when I hit Q, you can see that I have two edges. So that means now this edge and this edge can be bridged together. So we're going to bridge these two together. Now the location of this vertex is not perfect. Let me show you what I mean. If I go to quad view, you can see that these vertices are not in the proper location. Let me hit F so you guys can see. You can see from the top view that it's not quite vertical with this line. So I'm going to use the snap tool and move tool, and I'm going to move this point and have it snap to this line right here. Then I'm going to turn off the snap to grid tool and just inch it up. This part you're going to have to eyeball a little bit and eyeball it right on top of this hypotenuse here. So now this is going to make a perfect good size one. So let's go ahead and continue. Now here is the other issue we run into. I'm going to go back to this view. When I click on this edge is way too long. It's going to go across this point and through this point, where these two should be two separate edges if I'm going to have a proper triangle that goes from here to here to here. So this edge is way too big. So I need to also create a cut here. I'm going to use the multi-cut tool. And again, you can actually hold shift and left click to kind of go to certain percentages here. I'm going to go to the 60% mark, leave it right there, and I'm going to hit enter. Now I have a point on now here. Let me hit Q so you guys can see. I got an edge here and an edge here. But if I look at the bottom edge, this edge right here, it actually goes all the way over here, which is too long. So what I'm going to have to do is make another cut here as well. Now this one, you have to be precise about the location because you're going to merge it to here anyway. So I'm going to hold shift, make a cut there, hit enter, and now hit Q, go to vertex mode. You guys see the vertex here, and I'm going to merge it to this vertex over here. So I'm going to go ahead and use the target well tool. Target well from here to here. And now, let me show you guys what we end up having. We have an edge down here, an edge up here, and three edges up here. So that means this edge now and this edge are good for bridging, right? I'm going to go ahead and bridge. And now we have that little mini triangle. So that's how you get these two. You're going to repeat the same process over here to get these three. Let's check on the location of this point, because this point might not be the exact location that we want. So let's go ahead and hit W real quick, or go to our quad view, hit F and hit F. And you can see right here that if I hit the move tool, W, it looks like it's a little bit off. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on snap to point. You can see here it snapped to this point. And now I can turn off snap and move it a hair to the right. And now you can see from the top view, it's located exactly on this point at this hypotenuse. Right there. Okay, so that's the precision part. Let's go back to our perspective view here. And let's repeat the same thing again. I'm going to do it really quick for this side. So same idea. So I'm just going to repeat everything I did, just more quicker. So I'm going to start multi-cutting here. Hit enter. And I now can bridge these two pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and do so. I'm going to hit Q to get to selection mode. Go to edge mode. Click on this edge, and bridge it. I'm going to click on this vertex. At this point, it's not the right location. I'm going to go to my quad view. I'm going to turn on snap to grid, use my W tool, and I'm going to snap it so that it snaps perfectly there. And I'm going to move it so that it's on the hypotenuse. I'm going to turn off snap to grid and move it just right there. Okay, so this is in a good location now. Now the hard part is this little triangle. So again, I'm going to go back to my full perspective here. I'm going to go to edge mode. You see this edge here. This edge needs to be split into two edges. So again, I'm going to use my multi-cut tool, hold shift, and I'll probably shift left click right there. It's a little bit closer to where I want. Okay, and the same issue is going to be on this one down here. So I'm going to hit enter, make sure I confirm my cut. I want to split this one. And again, I'm not too precise on where this gets cut, because I'm going to end up merging it anyway. Hit enter to confirm your cut. Use the target well tool and go to vertex mode and merge this point to this point. So I'm going to left click drag. That target welds that. So now what do I have? If I go to edge mode, I got this edge, this small edge, and this small edge over here, or this long edge. So now this edge and this edge can now be bridged, or it should be able to. Let's see, this edge, and this edge, or should be any of these two edges. Bridge, there we go. And now I have a perfect 2 triangles and 2 trapezoids for these 4 faces. Repeat this process for the other sides of the box, and good luck.